Good morning, vlog. We're back. It is Tuesday morning, late March. Haven't done a real vlog since I've gotten back to Belgium from my Costa Rica and Mexico trip. And I decided, why not? As you all know, when I'm in Belgium, I'm basically in full on monk mode. All I do is eat well, eat clean, train as hard as I possibly can, focus a lot of primary energy that I have on the gym, do my live sessions, do my coaching of my clients, and that's about it. So there's not that much sexy stuff going on around here. No beach to take you guys on a walk on. Just me in the gym this morning, but I have been on a quest for the last at least 2.5 years, basically ever since COVID hit, to really bring up my lower body. So I feel like I'm about 3 years in now, and I'm really getting to a point now where I am seeing the results. I'm reaping the fruits of my labor, and I just want to document that. So we're gonna do a leg day today. If there is one regret that I have in terms of documenting my fitness journey, it's that I did not take enough pictures and videos of my toothpick legs back in the day. Which makes sense because I was always trying to color them up with long pants or just not having them in the shot. So it's hard to really, like indicate the amount of progress I've made, but it's just been like I've literally, I think, went 4x in size. Like it was literally my quad used to be 1/4 of what it is today, and I'm very proud of that. So I'm gonna show you guys the staples, the exercises that I've been employing to do that. As always, I'm a very firm believer of less is more in the sense that you don't need a ton of exercises. You only need 1, 2, maybe 3 really good compound exercises. And for me, that's always been the hack squat, the snit machine narrow stance squat, and the hamstring curl machine. And then a separate day for deadlifts. And that's basically what's got me to this point. So that's what we'll be doing today, and that's what I'll be showing you guys today. Alright, let's do it.
Change it. If you don't like something, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't have enough time, stop watching TV. Life is simple. If you're looking for the love of your life, stop. They will be waiting for you when you start doing things you love. Stop overanalyzing. Life is simple. If you don't like something, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't have enough time, stop watching TV. Life is simple. If you're looking for the love of your life, stop. They will be waiting for you when you start doing things you love. Stop overanalyzing. Life is simple. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't have enough time, stop watching TV. Life is simple. If you're looking for the love of your life, stop. They will be waiting for you when you start doing things you love. Stop overanalyzing. Life is simple.
And that's it. Already made it back home. Not gonna do too much talking. Just gonna try and give you guys a few tips in terms of what works for me, and that's what I love about just bodybuilding as a sport or an art or a lifestyle. You're never done learning. It's like the further you go on that journey of building muscle and applying techniques and certain form, the deeper you go, the more you learn, and you're never done. And people think that it's, on the one hand, it is super simple and basic, and it's just like pick heavy weight up and put it back down. But then there's all these intrinsic details that really make a difference. For example, I'll give you, like, you saw me doing the hamstring curl in the end there. With the hamstring curl, actually, the negative part of the movement is more important than the positive part. So, a negative rep means, I'll explain by doing a curl. If you're doing a bicep curl, when you're pulling the weight towards you, curling it up, that's the positive part of the rep. When you're lowering it back down, the part that most people, where they just kind of just like let it, drop back down, that's called the negative part of the rep. And especially as it pertains to training hamstrings, as I contract my hamstrings, I pull the weight towards me with my leg, but then going back up, I do it slowly, and I'm pushing back, like I'm not allowing it to just quickly go back up. Like I'm really triggering that muscle fiber to, like, withstand slowly, and that's how you get that crazy stretch and that crazy burn. Like I could do 20 curls super quick and just let the weight pop back up, and I would have nowhere near the same result and the same impact as when I do 10 curls with a slow negative. So especially in that exercise, like focus on the negative part of the movement. Also, you guys see me, I don't do a barbell squat. I haven't done a barbell squat, I think, in really 2 years now. And the barbell squat is like the mother of all exercises. It's super hyped on social media. It's like, like squatting is the new bench thrust, basically. And it's almost like blasphemy if you don't do it. And that's, I did it for so long simply because I felt like I had to, because everybody's doing it and they're all telling me it's the best exercise. But in the end, I had to come to grips with the fact that it doesn't work for me. Like whatever it is, doesn't even matter really at this point. I think it's the way my body is built, the way my limbs are, and the proportion, in regards to the rest of my body and stuff like that, like long femurs, long legs. Whatever it is, when I do a barbell squat, it doesn't hit my quads, it doesn't really hit my hamstrings. I do get some glute activation, but in general, next day, I feel it in my back, I feel it in my upper back, I do feel it in my glutes, but like I've never obtained a crazy, like, quad pump from doing barbell squats. Like they simply do not activate those muscles for me. And you could talk about, you're doing it wrong. Well, I've tried many different things. And as soon as I really, I finally gave up on that, and I moved on to focusing on the hack squat. I was like, holy shit, this is what it feels like to actually activate your quads. Like, it's like a whole new world opened up to me. Like the hack squat is so superior for me in terms of activating my legs. And then I do the Smith machine squat, which in essence is the barbell squat, but I know the Smith machine is like, it's a whole different game, but that's where I use it to do the narrow stance squat to really target that outer sweep. You know, that's that beautiful sweep that you, when you see that quad pop on the outside, which for me is hard on my left leg because they literally cut it off. But on my right leg, at least, I had a little bit of a sweep, or I'm trying to get a little bit. And then there, I just love to go super deep as I can, super strict thorn, and just keep it as narrow as I can. And those are the three exercises that I do. Like I don't train calves ever, because I've struggled with Achilles heel infection multiple times. It's become um, not infection, or is it infection? Inflammation. That's what I want to say. Inflammation. So when I train calves, for whatever reason, sooner than later, my Achilles heel becomes inflamed, and then in combination with me playing basketball, it really messes things up. And then I can't run, I can't play basketball, and so and every time I went back to doing calf races and stuff, I noticed like the next day my Achilles is killing me. So yeah, you gotta adapt, you gotta be smart. You know, just don't do things that give you pain. And when I hike so much. Yesterday, I literally did two hikes. I did in total of 16 kilometers or something. So, like, I noticed just me hiking a lot and me going running and playing basketball, that activates my calves plenty. Um, so there you have it. That's basically my routine. I was in there for about an hour and 5 minutes, an hour and 10. I think I did 6 sets or 7 sets on the hack squat. I did 4 sets on the Smith machine squat, and then I did 4 sets on the hamstring. Um, boom, 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 hit it and I'm out. And those are my secrets of building big legs well in your 30s, turning 35 in a month. Another thing, don't think that people are way too focused on, like, they think their prime is at 28. Like, hell no. Like, you can still build plenty of muscle in your 30s. Just eat healthy, sleep well. And I'm also using the Tonkat Ali from Nootropics Depot, which I've mentioned many times. And I don't use that many nootropics. I really don't at this point. I do use one to sleep. I use their sleep formula, which really helps me. And then I use the Tonkat Ali. And I cycle it on and off because if I take too much of it, my joints do start hurting. And so I do cycle off. But I've already mentioned this many times, but if maybe somebody's just watching for the first time, if you are a natural lifter and you're looking to get an edge and you're just trying to, like, slightly raise that testosterone, add like a 10%, to that testosterone level, um, I can vouch for it. I can guarantee you I'm not making a single cent off of this. That stuff works. Tonkat Ali from Nootropics Depot works, but I said Nootropics Depot not because I'm in cahoots with them, but because there's a super big difference on where, like, the Tonkat Ali from different brands literally is a different substance. It's not the same quality. It's not like it's pointless, it's useless. So please don't think they're all the same quality. And within the nootropics community, it is very well known that if you need Tonkat Ali, you need to get it from Nootropics Depot because their Tonkat Ali is by far the best, second to none, and no other brand even comes close. I'm sharing this with you because I've done so much research on this. I go super deep on things when I want to research, and like, trust me, if you're ever gonna take advice from me, let this be it, because I know I'm 100 million% right about this. All right, that's it. And I said I was gonna keep it short, and I'm about 8 minutes and a half in. Classic. Anyway, I feel like I gave you guys a bunch of information. I hope you appreciate the content. One last thing. Did you notice the song? That is the song, ladies and gentlemen. I mentioned it in some of my lives. That's the song when I was at this crazy beach party in Costa Rica that really kind of, it lit a fuse. It lit a fire. That song changed it. I was standing there at Banana Beach in Santa Teresa, just looking around like at this crazy sunset, the most beautiful people everywhere. This song is playing, and I was like, damn, this spoke to my soul. And that's what kickstarted a change that is still roaring on well into this current reality and time right now. So I just wanted to share that song with you. Sometimes music can really do something special, and that song really did something special. That message of that song hit me so hard. It was just like the clouds opened up and the universe spoke to me. You don't need to take DMT. You don't need to get high on LSD, you know, to have the universe speak to you. Sometimes you need to do the opposite. You need to get sober. You need to stop smoking weed. You need to stop drinking. You just need to be sober and like get back in touch with yourself, and then let the music, do its work. And the music is a very subtle drug. It's not a bazooka like these other drugs that we use. It's like the most subtle of drugs, but it can really do something crazy, and it did something crazy. And that song, like I didn't put this on the video by accident, and I know I'm not gonna get monetized because the song is copyrighted. I don't give a damn. Not in it for the money, not in it for the monetization. I'm not making a single penny out of this video. But the song is too important not to use, so I had to use it. There you go. So that's it. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the thumbs up, leave a comment. Love you all. Be back soon. Peace out.
Hi, my name's Spencer. I'm a 34-year-old from Chicago. I wanted to personally recommend Lorenz, aka Wounded Vikings, life coaching services. I've worked with him for over 2 years, and I've made an incredible amount of progress in my personal life, physically, mentally, emotionally. And I think that's just because he comes from a place that's not, he didn't learn everything from a book or a school. He learned in real life and through his experiences of what he's gone through. And not only he has a unique approach to life and has been through stuff most people have not, especially at such a young age. He was able to motivate me and give me realistic advice. And something else that I really enjoyed was he was always on call. You can always send him a message, always send an audio message, and that just sets him apart from other therapists and psychologists that you see once every 2 or 3 weeks, and then you kind of go about your day. But he's there every step of the way, every hour, and that really gives you a next level of progress. So once again, I would like to recommend his services for life coaching, mentorship, and you will not regret it.